It's game time, bitches! Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a vlog or vlog, so I thought I should do something fairly relevant to, you know, the majority of my subscribers on YouTube, which is the game we all love and hate, Metal Gear Solid Online. So yeah, sit back, relax, get a cup of tea as I go into the depths of the things we all love and hate about the game, things that piss you off, things that you just can't live without. That's an exaggeration. But yeah, it's kind of going to be like a review with like footage and stuff. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Right, stealth. You know, with Metal Gear Online being a tactical espionage game, being stealthy is definitely encouraged. It's certainly not a run and gun game like Call of Duty and all that other shit. Like a perfect example would be team sneaking. Love the mode. You know, you're not encouraged to run around like an asshole with your little tranquilizer gun just trying to see how many people you can like put to sleep. There's a lot of communication that needs to be done. You know, talking to your teammates, discussing like the best routes to take, who's going to take out which person, who's going to use what skills. I personally always use Quick Recovery 3. Don't tell anyone. So yeah, I think that aspect of MGO is definitely, I think, what draws people in. You know, it's a lot different from any other online game, I think. Well, for me it is. So yeah, big thumbs up for stealth. The SOP system is something I've never seen in another online game before. You know, and it's really handy. It always lets you know where everyone on your team is, whether they're in trouble, like if they're falling into a juicy porn mag, or like someone's throwing a smoke grenade, or they're asleep, or they're dead. It's just really handy, and it just enhances the whole experience of like being a part of a team rather than just you by yourself. So, you know, I think that aspect's pretty damn cool. And, you know, you can just codec each other and all that shit. That's got nothing to do with SOP. Okay, we'll cut it. Cut. Right, also, I think that what's kept people kind of happy with this game is that Konami, well, not anymore now, but back in the day, you know, they always used to do those updates to like improve the whole experience. And they had that MGO gene, MGO scene. They had another one, I think. Man, I googled it just to make sure that I got it right. Yeah, it was gene, then meme. Don't know what the hell that means. If you can tell me what the hell meme stands for, then help me out. And then scene with like Raiden and Vamp and stuff. So they're always kind of throwing new stuff into the mix, and that kept us all occupied and interested. However, like their last update was back in February of this year. So you're getting fucking lazy, Hideo Kojima. But yeah, they were always adding a couple of things here and there, so that kind of spiced up the whole online experience for people. So yeah, that was good. Anyone who played Metal Gear Online and took it, you know, with a passion, will know all about how you can get reward points and stuff and customize your character from doing well in survival and tournaments. You get your reward points, you can spend them on an online shop, which I think is very cool. You can make your characters unique as you want. Granted, you know, there's only like so many different outfits you can actually make, but you know, everyone still always looks a little bit different, and you know, that kind of makes you feel like, you know, it's your own personal character. Like my character Paul, I think she looks fucking hot. But yeah, so that's quite cool. You can always add something different to your character to give it a different feel. So I think Konami did quite well with that. Right, this is quite a sensitive subject. I play survival like maybe once or twice a week, like when I'm not too tired from work. Now, if you've got a clan like I do, He Who Dares, pretty sweet clan, then survival in tournaments can actually be quite fun. You're not playing with strangers, and there's like a stronger sense of being a part of a team. There's a GP system. Yeah, you saw that coming. And this is where it gets just a little bit dangerous, because a lot of people take the whole GP thing very seriously. But we're still on positives at the moment. Don't worry, I'm gonna be talking about the negatives. Jesus Christ. But yeah, survival can be quite fun. People will take it a bit more seriously. It becomes a little bit more competitive than just playing in free battle and stuff. So there's a lot more kind of seriousness in where you're going to go and what you're going to do, which definitely enhances the whole experience. A lot more communication. Most of my clan we use mics, so there's a lot more talking than if you were just in a free battle game. I keep moving my hands just. So yeah, I've got to turn the camera off in a second. But yeah, so survival tournaments are pretty cool. Tournaments are a bit different in that everyone is very careful in what they do. There's no running and gunning in tournaments. Everyone plays smart, camps, because it's all about the points at the end of the day. And if you win, you get a beret. I've only got one, it's a white one. I want a pink beret. If anyone on the EU server is willing to carry me for a whole tournament to get me a pink beret, I will... yeah. Hit me up. Ask if Dom, do you want to join? So yeah, you get cool prizes and you get a lot of reward points if you win. So on those rare occasions when you do, you get a big high. So yeah, they did good with that. Okay, the negatives. The negatives. Konami, there are so many. Right. Let's start things off with the community. Now, I'm going to make quite a bold statement when I say that 98% of the people that play it are absolute pricks. Now, we're going to assume that, the 2% actually watching this video are the people that, are lovely and I could just give a big cuddle to. But sadly, there are a lot of people that take this game far too seriously and will be very rude to you online. Now, what I've done is I have compiled my top 10 favourite quotes that I personally have received, from playing. So I thought I'd read them aloud to you now for your your viewing pleasure. Number 1. Oh my god, nice 10-meter grab. Number 2. Nice LS, faggot. Number 3. Good game, camper. Number 4. What the fuck, you sponge. Number 5. Enjoy 50 RP. Number 6. Ha ha ha, thanks for the GP. Number 7. Nice AA, you noob. What's wrong with auto-aim? People have such a go at that. It's a good idea, so fuck you. Number 8. Get fucking good and stop using AR3. What the fuck is wrong with AR3? There's less recoil, you can reload faster. Fuck off. Number 9. Get decent net. Fuck you. I have a 10 megabyte speed internet, and if I'm lagging, it's not me, it's the fucking server. The mechanics. I'm going to talk about the mechanics because that's another thing that you fucked up, Hideo Kojima Klima. I will talk about that later. But, the server's up in Ireland, so it's not my fault. I live here in London. And number 10, shoot me behind a wall. Reported. Enjoy your ban. Fuck you. I have never... there are so many things. Those are just a few examples of some of the crap that I've received when I've played online. And, it's all blown out of proportion so much. And just kids take it far too seriously. I emphasise the word game because that's what it is. It's not life. It's not a job. You hear these people who write online saying, oh yeah, where's Red Wings? He quit MGO. Like it's a job. It's a fucking game. So, you know, if you're one of those guys who gets headshot and then has to have a little whine and a moan about it and call someone a faggot, like, seriously, mate, calm down, you know, have a cup of tea, and just remember it's only a game and it's not anything else. So yeah, the community, 2% of you I love, the rest of you are just dicks, but, you know. Right, mechanics. I briefly spoke about that before when I was giving my hate list. You know, with a game as complex as MGO, you know, I think it's not fair to expect, you know, 100% perfection. There's so much depth to it, and so there are bound to be a few little bugs. Which, to be fair, you know, they were always doing updates before to try and fix those things, so you can't really hate them for it, but sometimes it can just get very frustrating. I'll actually show you two little clips. I played in the tournament yesterday, actually. We were against, who was it? I think it was Sky's the Limit. Pretty fucking strong clan. I threw a grenade, and hit them, and then they started crawling, and then they suddenly just died. He didn't complain about it, but I thought that was weird. So look, check it out.
I'm connecting to you.
I'm hooking in with you.
And then you also just get very funky mechanics where you'll shoot someone and they just fly. I can't put any other expression, they just fly. Yeah. Lag is something that I think, you know, people don't really tolerate. If you go into a free battle game and for some reason you're lagging, you've got a red ping, and you know, it's through no fault of your own. Sometimes I get a red ping if the weather's really shit. I don't know why, but it affects my internet. And living in England, yeah, the weather isn't that spectacular. You know, that always, it can ruin the game a bit. You shoot someone and it doesn't register and then they just pop you in the head. But, you know, you get over it, but it can be a little frustrating at times. And if you manage to kill someone when you've got a red ping, you'll get accused of using a nice LS faggot. So that happens to me once in a while. But yeah, I mean, because the server, I mean, the EU server's based in Ireland, so it's not too bad for me actually, because, you know, I live in London. But Spaniards and Germans and Polish and Swedish, sometimes they can lag a bit as well, and it does get a bit frustrating. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to hate on my brothers across the sea. You know, love you all. Right, this last one actually has got nothing to do with the game itself, it's to do with me and this fucking controller. It doesn't matter if I play MGO, you know, a week solid. You know, if I play it like 3 hours a night, like when I get home from work, you know, I'll play quite good, like, and I'll have a decent GP. Like mine's usually like A-, sometimes A if I'm doing quite well. But, you know, you can play it for ages, and then you put it down and you walk away from it for like a week or so. You come back and you're completely back to square one, and it can be so frustrating. Like, just aiming. Aiming's the biggest problem. I don't know, you play it for 3 years, you'd think you'd be pretty fucking sweet at it by now, but, you know, all it takes is just a couple of days off it, and you just can't aim for shit. But that's down to me just being really crappy. So, that's a personal hate. That's me hating me, not me hating MGO. Wait, what? There you have it, guys. That was just my little rant about MGO. Things I love, things I hate. Yeah. Tell me what you think. Have I missed anything out? Something that you really like that I haven't spoken about, or something you just can't stand, which I forgot to mention? Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and actually I'm making a survival highlights at the moment. I haven't made one in forever, so look forward to some more AA noobing. But yeah, hope you guys are well, and see you soon.
I'm back.